kamusta? Welcome back again to my channel for another reaction. Panonoorin natin ang best ever food review ng isang American citizen. Hindi ko kilala kung ano yung name niya, pero mamaya i-react natin yung kanyang video. Ay tungkol ito sa pagkain na papaitan doon sa Davao City. Hindi ko pa napapanood yung video niya, kaya panonoorin natin mamaya ang kanyang vlog tungkol sa pagkain na papaitan sa Davao City. Ako hindi ko pa natitikman kung ano yung papaitan eh. Ano kaya yung lasa niyan? Pero bago yan, kung bago ka pa lang sa channel ko, huwag mo kalimutang i-like, comment, and subscribe para mga updated ka sa aking latest video.
Right here, there's a big old container of papaitan. It must be popular because there is a giant cauldron of that stuff right there. On the Best Ever Food Review Show, it's my mission to seek out the most unique food from around the world. This mission has led me to worms in Vietnam. This is what's going to be going into our food later. I tried my luck with flaming pond in India. And I even took on fermented stingray in Korea.
We're gonna be okay.
I'm not gonna be okay. Oh.
But none of that compares to what I'll experience today in the Philippines.
Exotic foods are always interesting, and the main question is always why.
Every unique food has a unique story that brings us closer to the culture. Whether it started as survival food,
Buying live meat or pork or chicken is expensive. They cannot buy it, so the local people in the village go out and buy this in the jungle.
or has some secret health benefits.
암모니아 때문에 몸속에 발효 음식이어서
So it has a lot of ammonia inside, so it's really good for your health.
Today we're taking on the most exotic foods in Davao.
Whoa, there's a lot happening in there.
We'll try some Filipino classics, taken to the next level.
What do you mean, I ate a balut without a chick?
Yeah.
And work our way up to the king of exotic foods, or what some lovingly refer to as goat poop soup.
Are we really gonna eat that? Really gonna eat that?
Yeah.
Is it really coming from the poop of a goat?
So open your mind and open your mouth, because we're going
Sa kambing pala. Hindi pa ako nakakain ng papaitan ng mula sa kambing eh. Ang alam ko lang, dito sa Mindanao, ang tawag namin, hindi naman siguro yung papaitan dito, paklay. Ang ibig sabihin ng paklay is intestine ng baka, yung mga laman loob ng baka, tapos may kasamang dugo, ganun. Paklay yung dito sa amin. Pero hindi yung papaitan. Pero iba siguro din yung papaitan kasi sa kambing din to eh.
extreme in the Philippines. Today we're starting off in Bangkorohan Market, Davao's epicenter of all things fresh and yummy. Here in the seafood section, they're slicing up tuna belly, tail, and jaw. But we're here for one extra special cut.
Tuna is famous for kinilaw, but kinilaw is too basic. I'm gonna show you.
Grabe no, nakakaingit sila. Sobrang dami ng kasi parang malapit sila sa malapit sila sa, tawag dito, yung open sea. Dito kasi sa lugar namin, dito sa Osamis, close area kami. Although may dagat kami, pero close area. Maliit na portion lang ng dagat yung nasa amin. So sa kabila ay talagang island na naman. So hindi kami open sea, nakasarado kami, kaya hindi kami open sea. Kung bibili kami ng mga tuna or ano pa, ay sigurado ako na inaangkat namin yan sa ibang lugar. Hindi kagaya dito siguro sa Davao. Malamang sa Davao siguro open, hindi pa ako nakakapunta ng Davao, siguro open sea din yan, or di ba?
Something more.
Oh, geez. This is a delicacy here.
Yeah.
Locally, this is called
Bihud. Sa Bisaya yan, bihud. Ano ng mga isda, yung itlog ng mga isda.
bihud. Big old sacks full of tuna eggs, or roe. But these eggs won't be extracted. Rather, they'll be cooked in the egg sack.
Hello, sir. Is this me?
Let me.
Okay, you said it's yummy. How much is it for these two?
180. 180 per kilo.
We're paying about $1.50 for 2 pounds. Part of me wants to like grab onto it, but then part of me wants my hands to not smell like that for the rest of my life. So maybe I'll just not. Whoa! It is fleshy, heavy, dense. There's a lot happening in there. You've had it before?
Yeah, it's like liver, chicken liver.
Oh, I like chicken liver. Great.
We'll buy it here, then we'll choose one carinderia there, cook for us.
Let's go cook it up.
Kung sa US to, malamang bawal to. Ano mo kung sobrang daming isda na maproduce nun, kung sakaling hindi nila pinatay yung isda na may-ari nung yung itlog na yun, kung na-produce lang yun sa dagat, malamang mas marami pang isda na ma-produce, diba? Masarap nga pero nakakaawa naman. Davao City.
Now that we've got our eggs, we need them cooked. So we're headed to Luz Canilao, a
Shout out sa mga taga Davao City. Shout out sa inyo.
restaurant famous for its take on the Filipino classic Canilao. And right now, I can't wait to see how they take on this sack. How are they gonna prepare it?
They're gonna wrap it with coconut leaves.
Perfect. That's how I would do it too. Wow! I've never seen anything like this. I thought they were gonna wrap it up like in tinfoil or something. They just put it on a skewer. They put that on there just so it doesn't fall off because it's so gooey and saggy. Interesting preparation. Look at these beautiful vascular bulges. How long does this grill?
30 minutes.
Whoa, that takes a long time. Do you like this one? Let me?
Yes.
You promise? What a moment! 30 minutes, but worth the wait. This is the fish roe.
Nakakagutom. Diyos ko. Kumain lang ako ng tanghalian pero hindi ako kumain ng rice kasi nga diet ako. Diet. Pero ito na parang
Well, it's kind of the egg sack. If you zoom in on this, it almost looks like a piece of chicken breast. The texture is uncanny. It's so bizarre. I'm just gonna try it plain without the sauce. That is a really interesting. A little dry, crumbly, and a hint of fishiness in there.
The skin is hard.
It does need the sauce because it's a bit dry. I'm gonna drench it in here.
A perfect combination with this is rice.
This already feels ricey to me. The texture, really interesting, thick, robust, dense eggs. It soaks up the sauce like a little sponge. A little bit of sour, a little bit of heat. That's quite nice. How many tunas do you think this could have been?
One fish.
Wow.
2 egg sacs. Science.
Should I be worried about the papaitan?
Yeah, if you think the taste of bihod is crazy, papaitan is crazier.
Oh no. What have I done?
Never pa akong nakakain ng papaitan or yung galing sa kambing, yung intestine ng kambing. Siguro masarap yan. Sana lumating yung panahon na matikman din natin yan, no? Malay natin, magustuhan natin, di ba?
Before we take on papaitan, I'm warming up with some one-of-a-kind Filipino food here at Lisa's Barbecue. We are at Lisa's Barbecue, and I'm here right now with Lisa.
Hi.
We had to come here, especially after seeing many different unique food items you're serving here.
A lot of students come here for dinner and internet cafe.
So you have a joint business. That's amazing. Guys, it's a barbecue. Can you see that we're by the barbecue and there's smoke? It's visual storytelling. Right now, the fish eggs in my stomach are feeling lonely without fish sperm. But Liza is here to fix all that.
This is the bagaybay. Bagaybay is fish sperm.
Fish sperm. In our Davao tuna video, we tried Yellowfin Restaurant's marinated and seared bagaybay.
When you eat it, it's different.
All right, let's see.
I felt a lot of emotions.
Here at Lisa's Barbecue, they start by chopping the sperm sac into manageable, bite-sized pieces.
Dito sa amin, although kinakain ng iba yan, pero sobrang nakakapanghinayang talaga. Napakarami pang isda na pwedeng ma-produce niyan. Diba? Napakarami pang isda na pwedeng i-produce niyan. Diba? Endangered na yan ang mga yan eh.
Then a hurricane of sauces, starting with soy sauce, oyster sauce, mayo, MSG, salt, hot sauce, and pepper. This gets sauteed over hot oil, garlic, and onions. Finally, they toss it on a hot plate and we're ready for action. This is
Sizzling plate, hindi hot plate. Sizzling plate. Pareho na rin siguro yun. Pareho na rin yun.
these
Fish sperms.
Fish sperm. It's just hard for me to say. This is one of the many interesting foods you have here. So I'm just gonna fork it a bit. Get a nice fork full of it. Oh, it's still steaming. Let's go for it. The fish.
Sperm.
All right, let's go. Oh, it's not quite gooey, but it is soft. It's very tender, and there's just so many seasonings and spices on there. It's a great spice combination. I love that they serve it on that sizzling platter.
This is much better than bihod.
This one's very soft, and the other one was very hard and kind of crumbly. You know, we need those kind of polar opposites in nature. The
Bagaybay ng isda tapos bihod, magkaiba pala yun. Akala ko same lang. Akala ko same lang yun.
masculine, the feminine, the hard, and the gooey.
Lisa's Barbecue is a unique food factory. During one Red Horse-inspired evening, she created sizzling balut.
People are hesitant to eat.
Grabe, so daming pagkain sa Davao City, no? Pag wala na yung pandemic, pupuntahan natin yung Davao City na yan, ha? Susuyurin natin yung mga kainan dyan.
Balut because you eat it raw.
Yeah.
But when there's sauce, it's like distracting you. Even though you're munching the head already.
Balut? Parang balut yun, ah. Parang balut yun, eh.
It's like you're not munching the head at all.
Balut are the 18 days developed duck fetuses. After they've been hard-boiled, they get the same sauce treatment as the bagaybay, sautéed on high heat, and finally plopped on a hot plate.
You thought you had seen every manifestation of cooking this developed fetus, but no. We brought it here on a hot plate, and we're going to try it out right now. Let's go for it.
Want to?
I like that you come in. That's real good. That one part's really hard. It takes a lot of chewing.
The white one is the hardest part.
It's like a pencil eraser, but the rest of it's really good. My opinion with balut is a little scary for some Westerners because it has eyes that have been developed. Don't look into those. Just put it all in.
You ate the balut without the cheek though. You only ate the yellow one and the white part.
Oh man,
Eat that too.
I knew something was wrong. It was way too easy.
Yeah.
Scoop up some sauce, place it on the egg. Here we go. Cheers. I really like it. If you're freaked out about eating the plain balut, maybe this could be your
Pig brain soup, starting with some sautéed veggies, including Chinese okra. After the veggies soften up, it's time for the brains. And finally, the noodles.
It's a perfect soup for Halloween.
Yeah, because it's orange and it's scary.
This is
Balik natin.
polar opposites in nature. The masculine, the feminine, the hard, and the gooey.
Lisa's Barbecue is a unique food factory. During one Red Horse-inspired evening, she created sizzling balut.
People are hesitant to eat balut because you eat it raw.
Yeah.
But when there's sauce, it's like distracting you. Even though you're munching the head already, it's like you're not munching the head at all.
Balut are the 18 days developed duck fetuses. After they've been hard-boiled, they get the same sauce treatment as the bagaybay, sautéed on high heat, and finally plopped on a hot plate.
You thought you had seen every manifestation of cooking this developed fetus, but no. We brought it here on a hot plate, and we're going to try it out right now. Let's go for it.
Want to?
I like that you come in. That's real good. That one part's really hard. It takes a lot of joy.
The white one is the hardest part.
It's like a pencil eraser, but the rest of it's really good. My opinion with balut is a little scary for some Westerners because it has eyes that have been developed. Don't look into those. Just put it all in.
You ate the balut without the cheek though. You only ate the yellow one
Grabe doon. Parang naglalaway na ako.
and the white part.
Oh man,
Eat that too.
I knew something was wrong. It was way too easy.
Yeah.
Scoop up some sauce, place it on the egg. Here we go. Cheers. I really like it. If you're freaked out about eating the plain balut, maybe this could be your training wheels right here.
For dessert, pig brain soup, starting with some sauteed veggies, including Chinese okra. After the veggies soften up, it's time for the brains. And finally, the noodles.
It's a perfect soup for Halloween.
Yeah, because it's orange and it's scary.
This is a huge portion, by the way. You can see I have an entire brain. So guys, here it is. Are you gonna count me in?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
There we go. Oh, that's nice. That's very savory. The brain itself is kind of gelatinous, soft. For some people, that texture, that consistency is a little off-putting, but the flavor itself, it's a little nutty, very savory. As someone who grew up in Mindanao, though, what foods are weird to you?
What's gross?
Wow, you look like you got some PTSD from
Yeah,
that.
traumatic.
Yeah. Let's have a little bit more brain. I'm getting some noodles in there. Bite time. You like that fatty feeling?
Yeah, I like the brain part because my mother told me when you eat that, you will get smart.
That's true. If you eat eyes, you can see better.
Yeah.
You eat brain, you can think better.
Eat breast, get breast better.
Is that true?
No, no, no.
Oh, I thought maybe I've been eating too many.
Breeze.
So what's our next food after this?
It's goat's poop.
Really?
Yeah, better be scared.
Okay, hold on. Cut the camera really quick. Are we really gonna eat that?
Yeah.
The time has come and I think I've finally met my match. Papaitan, utilizing one of the most uncommon ingredients I've ever seen.
Ito na ang main dish ng video ito, yung papaitan. Ano kaya mangyayari?
It is a goat poop soup, yes?
Yeah, because the poop somehow is connected with the goat's intestine.
The way you're describing it like it's a chocolate sundae.
Yeah, it's like
You're like, no big deal.
dessert.
This carinderia specializes in all things goat.
So right here, you can see she's scooping something up. What is this one?
Caldereta, but it's goat's meat.
Goat meat made into a soup, a thick stew with gravy.
Yeah,
Is that good? Have you had that one?
yeah. Yeah, caldereta is good.
What is the secret, ma'am, to a good caldereta?
She says that as long as the passion of cooking is good, the food is good.
Oh, it's kind of poetic. I like
Kinakain
that.
kasi ako. Ano?
Right here, there's a big old container of papaitan. It must be popular because there is a giant cauldron of that stuff right there.
Today I'm in luck because I'll get a chance to see exactly how they put this beauty together, starting with goat meat.
That looks pretty good, actually. I can see a lot of innards, pieces of intestine.
But right here, this is the real star of the show.
That little kind of runny part, that is the actual poop, I think.
It turns out the poop isn't really poop at all. It's actually bile. This is a bitter yellowish green juice extracted from the liver and stored in the gallbladder to aid in digestion. Patrons here can't get enough of its deep, bitter flavor.
I'm gonna do the game we call Give It a Sniff. Why don't you? Put the lid back on. I don't think it wanted to be disturbed anyways.
Papaitan starts with a load of sauteed garlic, minced ginger, onion and tomato, and cubed goat meat and innards. Salt, the greenish bile,
Oh my lord. Quite a sight to see.
a bit of pepper, soy sauce, vinegar,
Nilunod yung sabaw ng yung sabaw ng intestine ba?
green chilies, and beef seasoning.
I can see there's tons of very strong flavors in here.
Spring onion, and finally, intestine.
Oh, there it is. It's not going to be chopped up or anything. It's just going to be like some big noodles in there.
Add more water and let it boil about 20 minutes. Last, a sprinkling of MSG.
We got a bunch of food here. Some vinegar here if we want a little bit of vinegar on our food. I want to work my way up to the poop soup. What is this one called again?
Kalderetang kambing.
Kambing is goat.
Yeah.
All right, let's try out some of this.
Ano kayang lasa nito, no? Sana one day makakain din ako niyan. Davao City. Pupuntahan ko kayo dyan. Malay mo, di ba? Tikman natin yung mga pagkain dyan.
Okay, let's try it together. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's delicious. The meat is very tender. I like that a lot. That actually is reasonably refreshing.
Kung nagustuhan niya, magugustuhan din natin yan. Malay mo, di ba? Masarap nga
For
siguro.
goat on a hot day.
It's delicious.
This is the goat adobo. Adobo is like one of the national dishes of the Philippines, but I've never had it with goat. Let's try it.
Hindi ko lang alam kung anong pangalan nitong Amerikano to. Pero always kong nakikita yung video na eh. So, ngayon ko lang siya nabigyan ng reaction.
A little bit tough, but some nice seasonings coming out there. Soy sauce and garlic especially. I've been putting it off as long as possible, but here is the moment. The whole reason we came here is for this poop soup. It's very bitter smelling, kind of grassy. I'm gonna pour it on top of my rice. Get some of that broth on there, and don't be shy. People at home, they really want to see how far.
Sa amin may paklay nga, paklay. Intestine nga lang yun ng baka. Dito sa amin, walang ganyan na papaitan na kambing from intestine ng kambing. Dito sa lugar namin, hindi namin, parang wala yatang nagtitinda sa amin ng ganyan. Kaya, kung sakaling matikman ko yan, first time, baka sakali, di ba?
Or you can take this. A little bit of everything in here. We got some innards, some rice, some of those juices soaking into the rice. Let's go for it.
It's bitter, but it's good. What's your comment about it, son?
Strong. The bile taste in there is so intense. It's very bitter. It's very similar to the one that I had in
Ikaw ba naman ang lagyan mo ng suka? Di siyempre, sobrang matapang yan.
Thailand. Oh, you put like a busload of bile in there. This taste. Oh, you gotta chase it with alcohol. Is it supposed to taste like that?
Yeah, it's natural papaitan.
Look, and the only way I can understand this is if you love bitter foods, then bam, this is for you all the way, homie. I'm gonna get some straight up broth right now. Here we go, let's try out just a broth.
It makes us do that.
Can you taste the grassiness in there?
For me, it's just plain bitter.
Is there anything you would add to this to make it less bitter? Would you put in some of this calamansi?
You can actually.
I'm fine with all the offals and organs. It's just that broth with all.
Saludo din ako sa tour guide niya. Magaling din mag-English ang batang to. Magaling din siya mag-introduce ng pagkain ng mga Bisaya. Bisaya din siguro to kasi nasa Davao ito eh.
Strong taste. Kind of strong bitterness in there is what gets me. But let's try it with some of that calamansi juice. Here we go. It changed a little bit, but it still does have this like very animal-y taste to it.
People like this because it's weird. At the same time, it's daring. If you're an adventurous kind of person, so this soup is for you.
Man, that is a thrill ride for the taste buds. That is a roller coaster for the old mouth. That's a haunted hayride for the old pie hole. It's all those things in one.
Sulit na sulit, parang sabaw pa lang. Ulam na, no? Sana talaga one day no makakain tayo niya no. Para naman matikman natin kung ano talagang lasa ng papaitan.
Ellen, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
What an adventure. And guys, next time you're out and about and traveling to new places, push your mouth and your taste buds to the edges of their limits. Explore the fringes of food possibility and try something new. I think it's okay to be a little apprehensive as long as you go in with an open heart and an even more open mouth. For you guys, this video was made possible by One Trip Vietnam. One Trip is the highest rated tour company in Vietnam, doing tours from north to south. Right now in Hanoi,
Da Nang, Hoi An, and Saigon, you can experience food tours, adventure tours, and more. For more information on one trip, check out the links in the description down below. I will see you next time. Okay, peace. Kai, you know, people say I never feed you any food, which I think is, like, they don't see it, but do you want some? Yeah, why are you shaking your head? No. Kai, I'm offering you food. People think that I don't offer. It's right here, man. Just open up your mouth. Open up. Open up.
Yun, very good, very nice. Parati ko na lang nakikita yung video niya. Ngayon ko lang naisipang mag-react kasi talagang ini-explore niya iba't ibang panig ng bansa, yung mga pagkain ng mga iba't ibang lahi. Salamat naman at nakapunta siya sa Davao at nakatikim siya ng papaitan, no? Sa Davao, kung may papaitan sa Davao, dito sa Samis, dito sa Mindanao, mayroong paklay. Hindi ko lang alam kung ano yung pagkakapareho ng kanilang mga lasa. Siguro mas sa palagay, sabihin na natin siguro mas kakaiba yung lasa ng papaitan kasi nga galing siya sa kambing, di ba? Pero sigurado mas masarap yan at pareho din sila na patok sa panlasa ng mga Pilipino. Kaya guys, kung bago ka pa lang sa channel ko, huwag mo kalimutang i-like, comment at subscribe para mag-updated kayo sa aking latest video at sa aking mga reaction videos. Okay? Ibababa ko ang original link ng video ng BISDAK Food Review. BISDAK Food Review ata pangalan yan. Basta, lalagay ko sa ibaba yung kanyang link. Kung gusto nyo panoorin ang kanyang mga videos, guys, sikat na to pero kung sakaling gusto nyo pang panoorin ang kanyang mga videos, ibaba ko sa link, ilagay ko sa description ang kanyang link at kayo nang bahalang mag-click para manood kayo, okay? Inuulit ko, kung bago ka pa lang sa channel ko, huwag kalimutang i-like, comment and subscribe para mag-updated ka sa latest video. Ito po si Jun Alpanta signing out.